In our society today, many people think of negative images when they say hedonists. However, the idea of the Epicurus school, a philosophy that has been loved steadily since the ancient Greek era, is well worth applying in modern society. In this article we will focus on the topic of pleasure among the arguments of the Epicurus school. First, let's take a quick look at the character Epicurus. Epicurus was born in Athens around 341 BC. My father was a doctor and my mother was a midwife. Maybe that's why I have been interested in medicine since I was young. At the age of 17 he was taught by Antisthenes, a Socrates scholar. Since then he has devoted himself to the study of natural philosophy, such as Democritus' atomism. However, unlike the Stoics, which were mainstream at the time, they valued sensory experience more than human reason. He also pursued individual mental calm and mental stability, and emphasized a frugal life. From these points it can be seen that Epicurus was a hedonist, who affirmed material and physical desires, and considered life as the best good to satisfy them. Next, let's look at the contents of Epicurus' representative book, Happiness. First, in the first chapter there is an explanation of nature. In order for us to recognize an object, we have to have a sensory impression that comes from it. In other words, all beings have their own properties, which is nature. In the second chapter there is an explanation of human. At this time human means only human beings as animals. In the third chapter there is an explanation of God. God also has only one attribute, and is independent of several other attributes. Therefore it is concluded that God is immaterial and immortal. In the last fourth chapter there is an explanation of death. It was considered that death should be greeted peacefully without pain, and that the soul would disappear. In this way Epicurus taught us to strive for a satisfactory life in reality, rather than metaphysical problems, such as the existence of God or the afterlife. Then let's take a look at Epicurus' ethical ideas in earnest. First of all, Epicurus saw that true pleasure stems from a harmonious state of body and mind. Secondly, he said that suppressing the desire itself, or living an ascetic life, will only harm your health and become unhappy. Third, he said that a restrained lifestyle is necessary to obtain continuous pleasure. Fourth, it was believed that true pleasure could only be obtained in mental activities, such as friendship, freedom, and contemplation. Fifth, the ultimate purpose of life was to live to the fullest potential. Sixth, an ideal country was defined as a country where all citizens live equally, freely, and peacefully. Seventhly, the state argued that economic activities should be guaranteed by protecting individual citizens' property rights. Eighth, he warned that wars should never happen. Ninthly, he stressed that the government should play a minimal role without in